Hi everyone, welcome to another YDF live show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you grow your audience, share your message and transform your business. Well, what a bloody night last night it was. We're not going to talk about politics here, don't worry, it's not about that, but I want to look at the underlying reasons as to why Trump won last night and how that can help you, how we can take lessons from that and how it can help you in your business as well. Okay, let's talk about the reasons why Trump won. Not going into politics, as I said, I know a lot of people, there's a lot of tensions running high with this, even at this stage just now, once the election is over, and it's still going to be the fallout for a couple of weeks just now. But if we look at what Trump done and did masterfully, I'm not pro-Trump or pro-Clinton or anything, I'm in the UK and Scotland, and obviously it does affect me, there's going to be ripple effects whoever became president. But what he did, he's got a tenth the size of a campaign team that Clinton did. But what did they do differently? What made it win it for him? It was social media. It was pure and simple social media. People are getting pissed off with the TV and people with the hidden agendas on TV. Same with the newspapers, they've got their own hidden agendas as well. That's the old media. Radio, news, everything like that. People are getting so pissed off. What they're doing is they're making up their own minds using the power of social media. And that's what this was about for Trump. It wasn't about, well, it was obviously about a lot of things, but what won it for him was social media. A tenth the size of Clinton's team, and he still managed to do it, and it was through social media. He didn't throw big money at old media, which is TV and newspapers. He didn't do that. He used the power of social media. Just like Barack Obama did back 8 years ago. He used the power of social media to get him elected. And that's what's happened here as well. And that's what we need to be extremely aware of for your business. You need to understand the power of social media. You need to understand the power of video, the power of images to create something in somebody to get them to take action. And that's what he's done. Whether you agree with him or not, he's did it masterfully in a masterful way. And he's created controversy in a whole load of different ways. Doesn't matter if you think he's a dick or not. He's won it through social media, and what he's done is he's created content for all the old media companies out there. And when I say old media, I'm talking about TV, I'm talking about newspapers, I'm talking about radio, I'm talking about all the old media. He was just a gold mine for them, but he did it through social media. And that's what he's done. He's done it through Twitter. He's got 3.4 million followers or something, or more than that. And that is the power of social media. That's the world we're living in today. And we really have to understand that. We have to take that to heart and use that in our business, use the lessons from that and other things as well. Barack Obama did it 8 years ago as well. And when he was trying to get campaign money, he understood the power that even $1 a difference would make. That's what he did 8 years ago. He asked people to donate even $1, and millions of people did that. And that's how he got campaign funds as well. He used the power of social media. And now last night it's really come into its own. You can see the power of social media. Not everybody's getting pissed off with the old media just now, the TV with all the hidden agendas as well. And social media, you can pick and choose what you want to read instead of being spoon-fed things from the old media. And that's a good thing for us as business owners or online business owners. I think it's a brilliant thing. It's a brilliant illustration of what we can do with the power of social media. And I think we all have to take that to heart. Getting by away from the elections and stuff like that, I know tensions are running high, but if we look at the underlying lessons for that, for our own online businesses, then I think it's good to look at the lessons that can be learned from here, because that is the power of social media. Even one video, I created a video this morning, spoke about it, about the elections last night, and turned it into how we need change, because people are pissed off with the lies that they're being fed through the media and politicians and stuff like that. And I turned it around that change starts with us. Change really starts with us. If we want to be the change, we have to see the change. First of all, we have to take action on that change, and we have to be the change after that. And that's what it's like for you, for your business as well. You have to first see the change. What do you want to happen in your business? Then you have to take action on that change as well. What actions can you take to grow your business? What action can you take to start your business? So stop thinking about it, start doing stuff to make it happen, and then be the change. And social media is going to help you do that. And that's what kind of yourdigitalformula.com is all about. That's what the program is all about. It's about seeing the change, kind of taking action on the change and being the change as well. I think there's just a lot of lessons to be learned. And it doesn't matter my opinions on what happened last night. It's just the underlying lessons that we need to look at. And I think that's going to be really, really useful for us once everything's calmed down, once everything's kind of settled and the dust is settled. And I think everything's going to go back to normal very, very soon. People will be talking about this for the next couple of weeks. A couple of weeks' time will be something else they're talking about. So I think once we calm down and look at the underlying lessons, I think you'll see that social media had a huge part to play in what happened last night. And if we take those lessons, instead of feeling pissed off about it, if we kind of look at those lessons and say, okay, how can I implement those lessons from my business, then we can really learn something worthwhile for our business. Now, as I said, this is not going to be about politics, nothing to do with that as well. But I'll just see if we've got any questions about this just now. I don't imagine, because I know this, I wasn't going to do this live today actually, I wasn't going to do it. One, because my kind of wife is ill just now and she's kind of tucked up in bed and we were at the doctor's. But the other reason I wasn't going to do it is because of the kind of feelings that are running high just now. Not just in America, across all the world, a lot of people just are kind of fearful of what the situation is going to be. And it's all to do with change. It's because it's a big change and because of obviously the person that got elected as president, they fear the change. But I think in a couple of weeks' time, it's all going to, the dust is going to settle, everything's going to calm down, and then we're going to get back into the same old routine. And I don't think you'll see all the scare stories that you've seen in the old media as well as much. A comment from Natalie Musafia. It shows people that anything is possible. It does show, and it really showed me last night that all the old media, what they were doing, all the posters, and the posters got it wrong, totally and utterly wrong, but they got it wrong on Brexit, and they got it wrong so many times. So I just kind of asked the question, what's the use of having posters? Why pay them millions of dollars just to do all these kind of polls? So, and it really shows that people are not kind of paying attention to the old media as well. It kind of showed me that as well. And it does show people that anything is possible. So I definitely agree with you, Natalie. A comment from Cindy Timmers. Yes, I saw it and it's so true. Change starts with ourselves. It does. It really does start with ourselves. And if we want to do something about this, even if it was about kind of last night or something, did anybody kind of take action? Hopefully people kind of got out there and did their own thing. But we have to change from within, first of all, before we can change anything, particularly in our business. This is obviously a business show. It's about business on social media. It's about online business as well. But if we look at it from that point of view, we first have to change our own mindset about what online business is, what is achievable with online business. I think there's so much achievable. And I think the whole area of employment even is going to be different, totally different in 10 years' time because of social media. And I think there's going to be a hell of a lot more people self-employed doing things like I'm doing. They've got their own kind of Facebook live shows or YouTube shows, and very soon it's going to be Instagram shows and Twitter shows as well. There's going to be a lot of people being self-employed because of that. So the whole employment field is going to change. I can see that. I've been speaking about it for a couple of years. Employment is not going to be the same as it is today. That in 10 years' time is going to be totally different. We're going to be self-reliant. So it's going to give people that kick up the arse and say, okay, I need to get into something. I need to do something for myself where I'm in control and I'm the boss of me, and the change starts from within. So I really believe that. So thanks for your comment, Cindy. Comment from Laurent Grumbash. It is scary that social media can change the impossible. It's good or bad direction. It is, and it doesn't matter what direction it is. Whatever opinion you have, obviously, whatever opinion you have, somebody's going to have a differing opinion. So it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is social media can change things. And that's what's happened here last night. Social media has changed, I'd go as far to say, history. It was a historical moment kind of this morning when it was announced, and social media has changed history. If you think about it from that point of view as well. I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but it's true. And I just think we should take those lessons and learn them for ourselves to empower ourselves as well, to empower our own kind of dreams and ideas that we've got for our businesses. And if we look at that without looking at the result, if we just stand back and look at the underlying kind of reasons, then we can look at that and take lessons away from that and use those lessons for our own business as well. Comment from Lorraine Emmett. It's an amazing time for businesses, both in terms of social media and publishing in general. More than ever, it's a level playing field and we have the power to get our own message out to the world and make a difference. Spot on. It really is spot on, Lorraine. And I couldn't have said it better myself, because the old media of imagine if you're thinking about getting a book published. What used to happen before, we used to send in manuscripts to a kind of publishing house. They would kind of take ages to come back to say yes or no. You might need an agent. Then you go to an agent. The agent has to say yes or no. And then it might take 2 or 3 years to get the book published. And then you only get about, not even 10%, I think it's only 5% of the sales, probably less than that. But what's changed in the last couple of years, you can self-publish. And you don't give a penny to any publishing house. You don't have to spend all that money on kind of marketing like the old publishing houses used to do. So that has changed fundamentally over the last 5 years. And I mean fundamentally, it's totally changed. And this is where social media is going as well. You are your own media company. You are your own media company. And this is where Facebook Live comes in. And this is where your kind of Facebook pages come in. This is where all your social media accounts come in as well. Because that's where you're feeding your media company. So you're branding yourself, and that's just a beautiful thing. We're taking control of what we put out there. Nobody, to a degree, there is people in control still, because a Facebook page, Facebook owns it. But you can use that as well to build up your email list. You own that email list. And that's ultimately what you want to do as well, build up your email list through social media. So I think that was well put, Lorraine. Comment Natalie Musapia. My business is basically kindness. To change the world by being the change. Being a part of your digital formula is helping me to do this more quickly and effectively. And I think that's really good as well, Natalie. A great thing to say as well. And the things that we're doing just now on social media, everybody in the YDF tribe, for example, they're all creating positive ripples in the universe, whereby it's just going out and spreading that message. Natalie Musafia's got a kind of got a show on her Facebook page at Namu, and she does shows in the morning whereby she's just kind of telling stories about being kind to people. Like the other day, she came back to me. What did you say, Natalie? Yeah, you said you suit grey because I had a grey top on or something. I usually wear a shirt, but I had a grey top on, and that made me smile. And just a little tiny thing like that is what Natalie does throughout her shows and just throughout her life as well. And she comes back and tells the stories, and she's going to grow her page that way, just by being a kind person. That sends ripples out in the universe, and it touches other people who then go on to touch other people as well. And that's ultimately what we're doing with social media. Whether you choose to use it for the bad or good, it doesn't matter. Bad and good, it exists in the world, always is going to exist. You choose to do it from a good heart. And that's what the YDF tribe is all about being a heart-centered entrepreneur as well. You choose to do something with a good heart, and you send out those ripples into the universe to grow your business, as well as touching other people's lives and helping them to touch other people's lives as well. So good point, Natalie. Comment from Kathy Baker. It's raw right now for many. It is, and I do understand that. But this is a major opportunity for change, for light workers, way showers, change makers to step up. For the many people who will look for better ways. The absurd extremely is forcing it through like a force grinder. And that's it. People are going to sit up and take notice and just say, right, I need to do something. I need to make the world a better place on my own. Start with myself and change the world one person at a time. And that's all we can ask to do. And if you can do that in your business and make money at the same time, without kind of being manipulative, without ripping people off, but do it from a heart-centered point of view, you can have a business that you love, absolutely love doing, and you can help thousands and millions of people in the world with your online business as well. And that's the power of social media. And that's why I'm a huge, huge advocate of social media and all the benefits of social media as well. Yeah, people are going to say there's downsides to social media. Of course there is. There's downsides to every single thing. There's downsides to driving, there's downsides to flying, there's downsides to kind of walking out in the street these days. But there's also upsides, and I choose to look on the upside. I'm aware of the downsides of everything in my life. I choose to look at the upside and just focus on that. What you focus on grows, and I truly believe that in business as well. What you focus on grows as an entrepreneur. And if you're constantly focusing on the downside, nothing's going to happen for you. Nothing's going to work for you because you've got all these kind of negative energies going and focusing on the downside. Choose to look at the upside, and you can see more opportunities in your way for your business and for other people. And you can choose more ways to help other people as well. I'm just going to see if there's any comments on Facebook. Beyond Affirmations with Barbara Clark. We are needed more right now than we have ever been before. And I agree with that. And I think we always have been. It takes something like this to kind of get a lot of people to sit up and go, what the f was going on? And then that's when we kind of light workers, empaths, people like us are needed to put that message out into the world, to send more kind of positive vibes and positive ripples out into the universe as well. So I do agree with you, Barbara. Rhoda Arnold, always choose the light and love. Plant your seed in the light. It's good saying that. I'm just going to see if there's any more comments. Panasso is saying, watching here in mainland China. Good evening. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much, Panasso. And I think you were on the show yesterday as well. So thanks for joining us again. Really appreciate it. Always see the good in life. That's Kathy Miller. And I do believe in that. It's not about ignoring the kind of bad stuff that go on. It's not about ignoring that. You're aware of it, but you choose to focus on the good things that are happening in life. And that's what we should be doing with our business as well. We focus on the kind of positive opportunities that are out there, especially with social media. So that's my message for today. I know a lot of people kind of tensions are running high, but it's just for a wee bit calm. Dust will settle in a couple of weeks' time, and then look at the underlying kind of opportunities that you have in your business and the lessons that can be learned from kind of what happened last night as well. So whatever you're doing, I hope you have a brilliant day, and namaste. Take care. Bye now.